Alright, let's do the hand, but before let me make an important note. As you can see, that picture right here of the open hand in my previous, in the Virtual Studio video, the thumb is on the other side, so I just reversed it. Basically, I did a copy with a minus in the x-axis to reverse it because I want the thumb to be on the same side pretty much the same way than the other picture is. That's actually fairly important. Okay, let's get going. Well, first thing first, let's make a box. Basically, we are going to make a simple box that we are going to make pretty much the size of a hand. So let's look at it right here. And first thing first, let's give it a shader and change its color. So let's go blend, for example, and in the blend right here, we're going to change that for, I'm going to take a green this time. Actually, maybe not. Let's see. I'll take fuchsia so I can see well. And then transparency down so we can see through it. Alright, that's very, very important. Make sure we place it properly in already both of them. So like right here and make it a little thicker. Alright, so it fits. We can always readjust that later on, not to worry. Right there. Alright, the main difference with my technique with the other technique is that I take into account the muscle of the thumb itself. It's the most important part of it. Alright, it's how it looks good or not or realistic or not is that muscle right here. Most of the people extract the thumb from the side right here. Alright, from that side right here. From that side right here, which is located right there. This is a very bad idea. The muscle is not going on the side. Look at your hands. It's going from the front. So the best way to do it is to select that edge right here and to, let me go right there, and let's to move it in position at angle where your thumb would be. And that's, that gives it a pretty good chunk about it right here. Okay, and that's the best way to do it from far. Because now you'll have the thumb going out from the proper ways. So if you look at it, that gives you a little angle like that. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright, now let's extrude a little bit to get some shape for later on. We're going to come right here and do an extrude of that face. Right here and bring it up right there. Bring it up right here and I'm going to select that edge right here, edge loop, and bring it down a little bit, like right here. Okay, right there. Okay, that should work out pretty well. And now we're going to want to do the same thing with the bottom. Select that face and bring it down. Say right here and right click to get the edge and get that edge up. And let's look at where we want it. See that? That's not too bad right here. And let me get that other edge. Right here. Let me see a minute. Plus and minus on your keyboard to make the gizmo bigger and smaller. So I just sit right here. Did I just took the wrong, just one part? Yeah, I took one part only. So hold on. Actually, I can just grab the face. It'll be faster. And bring it down. Alright, right there. Now we're gonna extrude the thumb from that piece right here, because it'll be nice and easy from the side. So first let's do an extrude face, and extrude it forward right here. Alright, and start rotating it in position right there. Okay, and then of course scaling it to fit the size of our thumb. Right here, the muscle right there. Alright, and it looks pretty good. Let me see that right here. Right there. And we might be able to scale even a little bit more. That should work out for now. I might just go in and select those vertices and bring them down a little bit. Alright, and maybe scale them a little bit bigger after that. That might be a little small, but we'll look at that later. Now let's extrude the thumb itself. So we'll select it right here. Hold on a second. But before that, let's rotate it perfectly though. Right here. And let's move it in good positioning. Like that. Okay. Now we have the face selected. Let's do an extrude as usual. And bring that all the way to the end right here. And, oops. We go back to the scaling tool and then scale it down. Alright. And right here. Okay, and you might wanna, we might have scaled it a little bit too much, so let's scale it up a little bit more. Can always change that later on, not a big deal. Let's like check right here, and yeah, we have the decent. It's decent. It's starting to get there. You know, for the thumb itself, maybe a little bit on the side, but we can readjust those things after that. Let's keep going. Let me just square it out a little bit, maybe right here, maybe bit of the tip, maybe. And this is, we will scale those after. I'm just rescaling stuff and replacing properly right now to ensure that everything is cool. It should work out for now. Alright, now we're going to use the smooth tool to add some loops basically to that for us and make it nice and clean. So you go to the mesh, smooth in the shape, you go to the option, you make sure that it's exponential and it's only 1. Alright, in the division. The rest leave it like that. And we just smooth it once. Right here, as you can see, this create a couple loops for us, well placed. That will give us opportunity to add more details. So first thing first, in the shading right here, we're gonna do X-ray joint. Sorry, not X-ray joint. I'm talking about wireframe unshaded right here. So even if it's not selected, we can still see what's going on our mesh. Okay, that's number 1. And number 2, we're going to start adding more mesh to it and redoing the thumb a little bit more. So I'm just replacing, alright, the vertices. I'm looking at what my shape is. Alright, and I'm going to start replace what's going on to follow. So let's bring the tip up right here and let's start spreading it out properly. Alright, I'll see you when I'm done with that part. And I'm gonna insert more loop also, like right here for example. I can insert a loop and scaling it out or down to get my shape basically. Alright you guys, so work it out. And also do that one just a second right here. So let's keep going adjusting like that. Okay, so I start tweaking it, get the thumb going and so forth you guys. Now it's time to delete some faces on the top. All those faces. Just delete them so we can recreate geometry after that. of our fingers and place them properly, because we're doing pretty good. I mean, not too bad. Alright, so let's look at those fingers now. So for the fingers, we need to rearrange first a wireframe really quickly. Alright, and let's readjust our hand a little bit too. Alright, so now let me readjust a couple things. Select that. Let me see. If I get it right again. Not those ones. Right here. And right there. Always check to see what it looks like. Looks alright. Nothing great, but it will be okay. Now I want to bring that one. First, this one right here. That a little bit, but I want to keep that right there. Alright, for the thumb muscle, basically. Oops, not those two. Alright. Now, I want that one right here. And let me see that just a sec. Yeah, they didn't cut in the back when they didn't put any. Actually, they did, but it's that one right here. Let me arrange that with it. Always check. That works. Now, this one. Right here, let me check that out. And this counterpart doesn't even exist. So hold on, let me create that by just cutting in the back. But to do so, I'm going to pause and go to number 2, part 2 of the video.